So we're going to discuss money. This is on chapter 7. And after that, we're going to discuss ISLM model. That I believe is on chapter 9. And then we're going to talk about growth model, okay, and international trade and international finance. But as you know, international trade and international finance is a very special topic. Even at our department, we have 2 courses, okay? One is international trade, international finance, and we also have, the foreign exchange market. So it is very complicated, and we probably only have a short time to cover it. And for those that related to what's going on in for example, in Trump, okay, in a few days you're going to impose tariff on Canada and Mexico and also China. So all these issues are very important to us, and we will discuss that. Okay, money. So what is money? Lin Weixun, can you tell us what is money? I have bring some. Sorry. Is this money? Remind me to send a picture of check. We will talk about check. And so, why this money can buy goods? Okay, so it's very important here. Yesterday, Trump said they're going to put Bitcoin, okay, Bitcoin and other crypto. Crypto, what does crypto mean? Means it is sort of like codified, okay? Make it like, this money, okay? Anyone can get this and take it as your money. But cryptocurrency is different because it's coded, and so it only belongs to someone, okay? And how does it work? It works by blockchain, okay? So make sure that it is yours or some other people's. But, because it is used and also deal with, okay, by computer, okay? So because of that, if computer can go wrong, this can go wrong too. And as a matter of fact, there are a lot of cases that cryptocurrency, get involved in crimes, okay, frauds, all these things. So, and if after we're discussing, about money, you're gonna know this is not quite right. Okay. So anyway, Lin Weixun. So he said it is because of government. Okay, but cryptocurrency still not a legal tender. So we talked about it before. U.S. dollars. Okay, it said this is legal tender for all debts, public and private. So we say the money we have, we can use it is because government support it. So it's called fiat money. Fiat is order, okay? It is by the order of the government. And so today, you want to buy something in Taiwan, you have to use new Taiwan dollar, okay? Anything else, it does not work. But, okay, honestly, sometimes you can see someone, exchange is something else. But, as long as you don't tell any other people and the other people accept it, okay, it will be fine. So, what is money? Hongjie, can you tell us more? In your opinion, what is money?
Something can do exchange.
Okay? Sounds good. So for example, can you give us example in Malaysia or in Taiwan? You have done exchange with someone else.
My money exchange.
Okay, so that's foreign exchange. But you say you can use something to exchange for something else, right? So you have example here.
Tuition fee.
Excuse me?
Tuition fee.
Tuition fee. But I think you pay US dollar, but sorry, and you pay NT, right?
Yes.
Can you pay anything else? But my focus is, if you use money to pay for anything, that's fine, okay? But you just said that, sometimes you can use something else to pay for, not money, to pay for something else.
Yes, I can.
No, okay. Han Zuyuan, what would be money?
Store value.
Excuse me?
Store value.
You are talking about a function. I'm talking about what can be money. What can be money? Okay, Wang Jiaxuan. What can be used for money?
Credit card.
Okay, credit card. But credit card is based on money. Okay, so when you pay something with credit card, people expect it to get cash from the bank, even though it's not from you. And then you have to pay the credit card company. Okay, so basically, it's still related to money. Okay, Chen Youxi, have you had any experience paying something not with money? No. Okay, good. Xu Zhaoxian. So, Xu Zhaoxian, do you have brothers?
No.
Sisters? Okay, so have you tried something to exchange with your sister?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us the situation, Mandarin, English, or works? Excuse me?
交换点心。
So you cheated her, right? You cheated her. You use something not that nice to get something better.
Oh no.
No, really? Okay, so this is what we call exchange, okay? And the very beginning when when there's civilization, okay? There's no money, right? So what do people do? So for example, my father used to be a farmer and he worked, okay, on rice. So what he get is rice, okay? And so, of course you want to get money, that's fine. You sell it, right? But, it's tedious. You have to get to so many transactions, right? Sell it to someone that can, get rid of the puff, and then it's just tedious. And so my father would get it's not really rice. Okay, it's in the very primitive form. And in Taiwan we call it chiga, right? Okay, anyway. And he take one huge bag of it to get haircut. Okay, he has no money, but the barber, he knows that this is valuable and say, okay, good. So sometimes, money is not that easy to come up with, okay? First of all, it has to be a very fixed form, okay? By fixed, we say not changeable. at least not easy to change. Okay, so Chen Youxi, what's wrong with you using rice as money? What would be the problem? If you use rice as money, what would be the problem?
交换的东西等级
Excuse me?
交换的东西等级不一样。
Okay, because quality of rice. Okay, you may have, right? Suppose it is 池上米, very good, right? And if it is 浊水溪, no, not good, right? Okay, quality. What else?
嗯
Can you put it for a long time?
哦，不行，
Right? It gets spoiled. It gets spoiled. Okay? So, Lavidi, can you use chocolate for money? No, why? If it is the weather like this, what happened to chocolate? It melt in your hand, right? Okay? So, as a matter of fact, we need to spend some time on how we have money. It really takes a long time, okay? And finally, people found out there are two things that are really good. One is gold. What's the other? 蒲国语. Yeah, I said we finally, okay, human beings all over the world, all over the civilization, they found out something quite nice to use as money. One is gold, what's the other? Right, so what's that? In. Silver. Okay. So, but what's the problem with if you use gold or silver as money, Wang Weixin? What's the problem when you're gonna use gold and silver for money?
携带不便。
Okay. What else? Can you tell what is gold, what is silver?
哦，可能会有假的。
Right. Okay. And so then comes the government. The government, okay, the king will stamp a face on it, right? And so what? It becomes coin. So if you look at in the past, a lot of time we use gold and silver, like in Qin Dynasty, right? We talked about this before. In Qin Dynasty, what did people use? Silver, okay? And so, of course, you don't know whether that's real silver or not. But there is an easy way to test it to see that is true silver, okay? So, Huang Yufeng, what are the way to test a silver coin?
周边
What else? How are you going to tell it's a true coin? 石鱼亭. How can you tell a silver coin is real silver or not? How to tell? One way is to have a bite. If it is soft, it should be. But of course, you have a bite, the coin is ruined, right? Or you just blow it. Because if it is pure silver, right, it's resonating in a certain way. So you can tell that is silver. Okay, so anyway, it takes a long time to get to all that. So then, many coins are measured in weight, okay? Many coins are measured by weight. So for example, 不过语, what is the currency of of Great Britain. What is the coin of Great Britain? What do we call it? Right? So what's that? Pound. Right? Is by what? By weight. Okay? And then what is the next? You have pound, and what's the next unit for British pound? What is the next? It's called Xu Jiasen. Pound and then cent or penny. But one unit above this and one unit below this. So what is that? Pound, what else? And penny. 正彩金. It's called shilling. All these, okay, are units of weight. Okay, all these are units of weight. Okay, so pound is denoted by this. Okay, and penny is denoted by this. And of course, you say cent, right? Cent. What does cent mean? 蒲国语. Right. So what does that mean? It is equal to 1/100. So this is not a weight. It's a new unit. Okay. Okay. It's different from weight. Okay. So for example, in Qin Dynasty, so we are talking about Qin Dynasty. So what do we have? We have this. And what is this? It's by weight. Okay, it's by weight. And if you look at across, so many countries, a lot of times the money is by weight. The reason is quite simple, okay? Because it's easier to tell. And of course, it's not quite convenient, okay? Because, as you say, right, sometimes it's too heavy, and sometimes, okay, it's not easy to carry around. And oftentimes, you don't know if that's a true gold coin or silver coin, right? So there are some other ways to deal with. And also we mentioned that if there is no money, right, what are you going to do? You're going to do it by exchange. And this exchange is very difficult because we have to have coincidence. Sorry, double. Okay, double coincidence of ones. Okay, so what is double coincidence of ones? 公司云. So when you want to buy something, right? So let us say you want to buy something and you don't have money. And so how are you gonna, try to get the goods you like? It's difficult, right? So for example, I need a haircut, right? I need a haircut. And I go to the barber shop and I tell the barber, okay, I want to get a haircut, but I don't have money, but I can teach you microeconomics for 2 hours. Okay, would you take it? Say I'm the professor, right? And you are the barber. So I don't have money. I will teach you, microeconomics, macroeconomics, whatever, for 2 hours. Will you take it? Because unless you really need it, right? Or otherwise, okay. So if you don't have money, that's a big problem, okay? So there are a lot of, theories explaining why we have money, okay? But you look at this. Money as I have shown you, right, a piece of paper. Okay, what is the value there? 张天锦. Why money has value? You don't know that. Give me all your money, I'll tell you how. How much it values. Zhu Guangyan, why money has value? We talked about this 1 or 2 weeks before, right? Why money has value? Why? Why you can buy goods? Because it has value. So you talk about the same thing, right? I say, why money has value? You say, because you can buy goods. And I say, why you can use it to buy goods? Because it has value. So you do not answer my question, right? Okay? 刘佳杰,
要
黄嘉璇, raise your hand. You are there. Okay.
here
There, yes, that one. Okay, so, basically what is money? It is just a token. As people say, right? Why it has value is because governments say it has a value. It takes it as taxes, and then other people, because they all have to pay taxes, and since the government takes it, everyone else takes it. But if you look at it, whether the money has value or not, okay, in the long past, it is because you can use money to buy gold. And actually, it is to exchange gold at a central bank, okay, at a certain rate. Okay, let me repeat this again. So in the past, because we use gold or silver as money, and when you have money, what you going to do? You are allowed, okay, to exchange for gold at a central bank of the government at a certain rate. Okay? So because of that promise, okay, money has value. But sometimes, okay, when the government is gone, that is a totally different story. Okay? So a lot of times, Taiwanese, okay, when they have money, and because they experience extremely high inflation. So when Taiwanese have money, like Wang Yongqing, right, the most famous entrepreneurs of Taiwan, when he has money, what did he do? He used to buy gold or buy land. Because they just have a very bad memory of inflation. Okay? So, Chen Yixiang, what is the money we use in Taiwan? Are you sure? Louder. Right. New Taiwan dollar. Okay, so what is the old one? Right. So do you know the difference between new Taiwan dollar and the old Taiwan dollar? What is the relationship between NT, right? We call NT, new Taiwan dollar. And what's the old one? It's called Taiwan dollar, right? NTD, and this is TD. What is the relationship between these two? No idea. I think 3 years ago, there's a soap opera, talking about the history around this occasion. And at that time, people really know a lot about it, but probably not now. Yang Junxiang, what is the relationship between these two?
被取代掉，
Excuse me?
被取代掉。
Yeah, sure. What's the in addition to that, what is the relationship between these two?
忘记了。
Okay, 李博彦。Excuse me, how much? Okay. $10,000? No. 连胜凯
Yes.
So how much?
Let me see.
胡国宇 you're smiling. How much?
8吧。
8?
40,000.
Excuse me?
40,000.
40,000. 40,000. Okay, so that's the reason I want to mention this. Okay? If you have money now and money, say, 2 years ago, okay, if you look at inflation, how big is it? It's really big, right? For example, if you want to buy a lunchbox, okay, 2 years ago, it's going to cost you less than $100. But now, even with $120, you don't get much out of it, okay? So you always need to keep this in mind, just like the other Taiwanese. Inflation is very important. So my father, okay, when he worked, okay, and then he got married and have a family, have kids, so he would need to have a house. Other than that, my father never invested in anything. But because he had to buy a house, and we have to live in a house, he bought a house in 1970. Okay, 1970, and what's the price? The price is 200,000 NT thousand. Okay, and what is the value now? The value now is more than 40 million NT. Okay, so what does that mean? Inflation will be a big problem if you always keep cash. Okay, so you need to buy something. So money actually is valueless. It's just a token. You need to use the token to get goods, services. Okay, and then after that, these goods, financial instruments or whatever, they're gonna generate income for you. Okay, this is the way to use money. Okay, if you just make money, okay, get a job, make money, and then just always saving money, this is a big problem. So my advice to you is that, you may not have a lot of money, okay, but if you have some money, you can invest in banking stocks, okay, or other financial companies. They really can bring you, higher returns better than savings account, okay, or even time deposit. So this is kind of important for all of you. And at that time, okay, at this time, right, when you have Taiwan dollar is gone, and then you have NT. So at that time, can anyone tell me what is the relationship between US dollar and NT? Okay, Liu Wenxuan, guess. You can try a guess. So at that time, of course now is 32 something, right? And for a very long time, the relationship between NT and US dollar is 1 to 40, okay? So when we have NT, okay, at this moment, what is the relationship between US dollar and NT? How much? $30. Okay, so you say 30. Hongjie, how much is that?
33.
33? No, too much. 潘志远
73
，No。黄家璇
31
，Too much. I already told you too much. 刘家杰
9
，9. Too much. 陈耀西 excuse me. Okay, the answer is 5. So what does that mean? Even using NT dollar, okay, to deal with NT, right? Inflation is still quite a lot, okay? So from 5 and to later 28, 30, 40, okay? It means what? Inflation is always a problem in Taiwan until 1990, okay, somewhere around there. It is only after that time Taiwan has more exports than imports, okay, and also we have increase in industrial production, okay, all these things, okay. So anyway, it's a long story, but it tells you that, okay, I want to, impress you with this story is that what I want to let you keep this in mind is that inflation is always a problem. So if you have money, you need to put your money into something that can give you a return rather than just keep your bank account, okay? It's gonna be something gonna help you in your future, because if you always keep money, put money in your savings account, is not a way to put your money into good use, okay? Okay, let's move on. There are a lot of things that we could talk about money, okay? But we will get to the easy part of it, okay? The functions of money. Okay? It is medium of exchange. And store of value. And then unit of account. And then deferred payment. All these functions rely on one, stable value of money, okay, stable value of money. So when money lost its stable value, it's not there, okay? And we just talk about, cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, okay? So then a lot of people talk about this, they say Bitcoin can replace money as money, okay? But the answer is probably not that easy, okay? Huang Jiashen. Can Bitcoin use as money? Can Bitcoin be used as money? We have these 4 functions. Okay, let's take a break.